Good morning, everyone. I stand before you today to speak on a powerful and transformative truth: that a higher power will never fail those who wholeheartedly embrace the journey of healing, growth, and self-realization. In the case of Dr. Joe Dispenza, we see a profound example of how the principles of mind, body, and spirit alignment work together in harmony, guided by something much greater than ourselves. At the core of Dr. Joe Dispenza's work is the profound understanding that our thoughts are not just fleeting, abstract ideas. They are powerful energies that influence every aspect of our lives. The mind, through its constant flow of thoughts, shapes our emotional states, our behaviors, and even our physical health. This isn't just metaphysical speculation. It is grounded in science, particularly quantum physics and neuroplasticity. Dr. Dispenza teaches that when we consciously direct our thoughts, we are not just thinking in a passive way, we are actively creating the reality we experience. Thoughts are energy, and this energy vibrates at a certain frequency. When our thoughts are aligned with positive intentions, healing, and transformation, they emit frequencies that attract similar energies from the universe, resulting in new opportunities, improved health, and emotional balance. What's even more powerful is that by focusing our thoughts on healing, whether it's recovering from illness, overcoming emotional wounds, or transforming our circumstances, we can begin to rewrite the patterns in our brain. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new neural connections, allows us to literally change the structure and functioning of our brain based on our conscious thoughts. As we repeatedly direct our thoughts toward well-being and vitality, we start to create new neural pathways that support those goals. The idea is that when we shift our thought patterns, especially those that are negative or fear-based, we disrupt the energy of disease or limitation that might be residing in our bodies. Instead of feeding into the stress response that keeps us stuck in a cycle of illness or negative thinking, we can choose thoughts that align with health, success, and abundance. This shift in thinking doesn't just alter our perception, it affects the very cells of our bodies, triggering healing on a biological level. Dr. Dispenza's own story of recovery is a prime example of how the power of thought can create profound transformation. After sustaining serious spinal injuries, he used meditation and visualization techniques to focus on healing rather than on the pain or limitations. Through persistent mental discipline, he rewired his brain and body, ultimately regaining his health and mobility. His experience proves that the mind's ability to influence the body is not just theoretical, it is real, and it can lead to extraordinary outcomes. When we harness the power of thought, we align ourselves with a higher energy that guides us. It's not just about thinking positively, it's about consciously choosing thoughts that resonate with the highest vision for ourselves, our health, and our lives. The energy we send out into the universe through our thoughts will always return to us in kind, creating a reality that reflects our intentions. This is where the connection to something greater becomes evident. Thought, when used in harmony with the universal forces of love, healing, and growth, will never fail us. It becomes a channel for divine energy to manifest in our lives, bringing us closer to our fullest potential. In this way, the power of thought isn't just an abstract concept, it's a tool that, when wielded consciously, can lead us to profound transformation. Dr. Dispenza's work serves as a reminder that the mind, when aligned with the right energy, is capable of creating miracles. Resilience is more than just the ability to bounce back from hardship. It is the deep inner strength that allows individuals to transform challenges into opportunities for growth. Dr. Joe Dispenza often speaks about the transformative power of resilience, emphasizing that adversity is not a sign of failure, but rather an essential part of the journey toward personal evolution. Resilience, combined with determination, enables us to face life's trials without losing faith in our capacity to heal, grow, and rise above. The core idea here is that life will inevitably bring challenges, whether in the form of illness, loss, or personal setbacks. These obstacles, however difficult, are not a reflection of our ultimate potential. They are stepping stones that provide us with the opportunity to evolve. Resilience is the ability to adapt to those challenges, learn from them, and find strength in the face of difficulty. Dr. Dispenza's own life story serves as a remarkable illustration of resilience. After suffering a serious spinal injury that left him with the prospect of lifelong paralysis, he could have surrendered to his circumstances, accepted a future of limited mobility, and allowed the situation to define his life. But instead, he chose to engage with his pain in a different way. By not identifying with the injury and focusing on the possibility of healing, he demonstrated extraordinary resilience by refusing to accept the limits that were placed on him by conventional medicine and society. In his journey, Dr. Dispenza relied not only on the belief in the body's natural ability to heal, but also on a deep inner conviction that his mind had the power to overcome the physical limitations he was facing. His determination to push through his pain, to meditate with intention, and to remain unwavering in his commitment to healing was a crucial element in his recovery. It wasn't just his physical actions that mattered, it was the mental resilience and the determination to stay aligned with a higher vision for his life that ultimately allowed him to heal. Resilience is also about understanding that setbacks don't mean the end of the road. They are a part of the path towards something greater. Often we learn more about ourselves in our moments of struggle than in times of ease. Dr. Dispenza teaches that the mind can be reprogrammed through focused effort and positive intention, but this process requires patience. It is through this ongoing determination to keep moving forward, even in the face of difficulty, that we truly access the power of transformation. When we encounter hardship, our determination becomes the fuel that propels us forward. It's the inner belief that even when life seems to be throwing us off course, there is still something within us that will guide us through it. This belief, when aligned with resilience, allows us to grow stronger, wiser, and more connected to the higher energy that is always available to us. Dr. Dispenza often reminds us that it is not enough to simply have an idea or a wish for healing. We must have the resilience to continue moving forward, even when the journey feels impossible. The road to healing, whether it's physical, emotional, or spiritual, is rarely linear. There will be setbacks, there will be moments of doubt, but it is through these trials that we uncover the depth of our inner strength. Resilience is not about avoiding pain or struggle, it's about developing the capacity to meet life's challenges with grace, determination, and an unwavering faith that we are capable of overcoming anything. The higher power that Dr. Dispenza speaks of is always present, but it is through our determination to stay aligned with it that we unlock the fullness of our potential. In conclusion, resilience and determination are not just qualities we develop in times of crisis. They are lifelong practices that allow us to remain connected to a higher truth. When we cultivate these qualities, we open the door to healing, growth, and transformation, knowing that nothing is beyond our reach if we are willing to persevere. We must be able to mourn with confidence that tobacco bears a secret we have witnessed for us too. Just as Dr. Dispenza's recovery was a product of his resilience, so too can our lives be shaped by our own determination to keep moving forward, no matter the obstacles in our way. The term miracle often evokes images of the supernatural, something mystical or beyond the natural laws of the world. However, Dr. Joe Dispenza challenges this traditional view by presenting a revolutionary idea. Miracles are not merely divine interventions, but natural occurrences rooted in the science of the mind-body connection. He suggests that when we understand how the mind influences the body in the quantum field, we realize that miracles are, in fact, scientific phenomena waiting to be harnessed. At the heart of Dr. Dispenza's approach is the concept of quantum physics. The understanding that at the most fundamental level, the universe is composed of energy, vibrating at different frequencies. This scientific perspective is crucial because it bridges the gap between what we traditionally perceive as miraculous and the physics that governs everything in the universe. He teaches that our thoughts, emotions, and intentions emit specific energy frequencies that influence the quantum field, the space where all possibilities exist. Dr. Dispenza's research into brain waves and neuroplasticity shows us that our thoughts and emotional states are not merely abstract, intangible experiences. They are actual energy patterns that can affect our physical health and the world around us. This is where the science of miracles comes into play. When we learn to direct our thoughts in a focused, intentional way, especially through techniques like meditation and visualization, we can tap into the quantum field and initiate profound changes in our bodies and lives. One of the most remarkable aspects of this is the phenomenon known as neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity refers to the brain's ability to form new neural connections and reorganize itself throughout our lives. Dr. Dispenza demonstrates that through meditation, conscious thought, and emotional alignment, individuals can actually rewire their brains, break free from old limiting beliefs, and heal themselves from chronic illness. This ability to reshape the brain is, in essence, a scientific foundation for what many would call miraculous healing. A miracle, in this sense, is not an event that defies the laws of nature, but rather an outcome that emerges when we consciously align with the natural flow of energy in the universe. When a person begins to change their mindset, let go of limiting beliefs, and attune their emotional state to love, gratitude, and joy, they can shift their body's energy field and manifest a new, healthier state of being. The body responds to this new energetic alignment, and the healing that follows can appear miraculous because it goes beyond what we expect from conventional medicine. Dr. Dispenza provides countless examples of individuals who have experienced what many would call miraculous healings, reversing diseases such as cancer, overcoming debilitating chronic pain, and even recovering from serious injuries. These transformations are not just random occurrences, but the result of applying scientific principles in a conscious, intentional way. These individuals have tapped into the power of the mind to heal their bodies, demonstrating the incredible potential we all have when we consciously align ourselves with the natural universal laws. What's most compelling about Dr. Dispenza's work is the way he has brought together science and spirituality. Historically, science and spirituality have been viewed as separate realms, with science focusing on the material world and spirituality delving into the unseen. However, Dr. Dispenza integrates the two, showing that spiritual concepts like the power of intention, the energy of thought, and the interconnectedness of all things are not only valid, but can be understood through scientific principles. This fusion of science and spirituality opens up new possibilities for healing and transformation, showing us that the universe operates according to natural laws that we can learn to understand and align with. In conclusion, the science of miracles is about understanding that the power to create change and healing in our lives is not something outside of us, but a result of how we interact with the energy that flows through us and around us. Dr. Dispenza's work reveals that the miraculous is not a rare or exceptional event, but a natural phenomenon that occurs when we align our thoughts, emotions, and intentions with the energy of the universe. This powerful insight shows us that when we truly understand the science behind how we create our reality, we unlock the potential for extraordinary healing, growth, and transformation. The miracles we seek are not beyond our reach. They are already within us, waiting to be realized. And when we align ourselves with the laws of the universe, we tap into this profound power to heal and transform our lives in ways that once seemed impossible. Resilience and determination are two of the most vital qualities that help us navigate the challenges of life. They are the driving forces that allow us to not only survive adversity, but to emerge from it stronger, wiser, and more connected to our true potential. Dr. Joe Dispenza emphasizes that resilience is not simply about enduring hardship, but about using difficult experiences as stepping stones for personal transformation. It is about the inner fortitude to continue moving forward regardless of the obstacles we face, and the determination to create a new reality that aligns with our highest potential. Dr. Dispenza's own life exemplifies the transformative power of resilience and determination. After sustaining severe spinal injuries from a car accident, he was told by doctors that he would likely never walk again. Many would have accepted this diagnosis, resigned to living a life of physical limitation. But Dr. Dispenza chose a different path. Instead of surrendering to the constraints of his injury and focusing on his physical limitations, he took an active role in his healing by focusing on the power of his mind. He engaged in deep meditation and visualized his spine healing, using the scientific principles of neuroplasticity to rewire his brain and body. Through consistent practice and unwavering belief, Dr. Dispenza not only regained his ability to walk, but also discovered that the mind has far more power to influence physical health than most people realize. Resilience is about facing hardship without allowing it to define us. When we experience trauma or setbacks, it's easy to become overwhelmed and give up. But resilient individuals like Dr. Dispenza find ways to adapt to their circumstances, focusing on their vision for the future rather than on the limitations of the present moment. Resilience is rooted in the belief that no matter how dire the situation may seem, there is always an opportunity to rise again, to change course, and to transform. Resilience is not a passive quality. It requires conscious effort and a mindset that looks beyond the immediate difficulty. It's about taking responsibility for one's own life rather than becoming a victim of circumstance. Dr. Dispenza's teachings reinforce that our ability to rise above adversity is rooted in our mental and emotional states. When we change our thoughts and beliefs, we can shift our response to challenges. Instead of reacting with fear, anger, or despair, we can respond with calm, purpose, and an unwavering determination to heal and thrive. Determination is the force that propels us forward, even when we encounter obstacles. It is the drive that says, I will not quit, I will keep going until I achieve what I know is possible. Determination is often the key difference between those who succeed in overcoming their challenges and those who give up. Dr. Dispenza teaches that determination is not about stubbornly fighting against the natural flow of things, but about staying true to a vision, no matter how difficult the journey may be. It's about holding a firm belief in the possibility of healing, transformation, or success, even in the face of setbacks. What makes determination so powerful is that it is grounded in an understanding of the mind's ability to shape reality. When we are determined to change, to heal, or to create something new in our lives, we tap into a higher state of consciousness. We align our thoughts, emotions, and actions with our desires, and we develop an inner resilience that empowers us to persevere through even the hardest trials. Dr. Dispenza teaches us that neuroplasticity and the mind-body connection are at the heart of transformation. The brain is not a static organ, it is dynamic and adaptable. When we encounter hardship, we are presented with an opportunity to rewire our thinking, our emotional responses, and even our physical state. Resilience and determination give us the ability to shape the course of our lives by consciously choosing new thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors. Through this process, we can literally change the neural pathways in our brains and create a new reality. The combination of resilience and determination is what allows us to turn our most challenging moments into opportunities for growth and healing. Instead of letting trauma define us, we use it as a catalyst for change. Rather than allowing setbacks to deter us, we use them as stepping stones to greater success. With resilience and determination, we step into the fullness of our potential, guided by a belief in our ability to create the life we desire. The higher energy that Dr. Dispenza speaks of is not only a source of healing, it is a source of strength. When we connect to this divine energy, it empowers us to become resilient in the face of adversity and determined to create change. It is through our connection to this energy, combined with our own inner resolve, that we access the power to transform our lives in profound ways. In conclusion, resilience and determination are not just qualities to be admired. They are essential practices for personal transformation. They are the foundation upon which healing, growth, and success are built. By cultivating resilience and determination, we develop the inner strength to face any challenge, the unwavering commitment to move forward, and the deep belief that we are capable of achieving the impossible. Dr. Dispenza's work reminds us that when we harness these qualities and align them with a higher vision, we are unstoppable, capable of creating miracles in our own lives. Healing and wholeness go beyond simply fixing something that is broken. They are about rediscovering the inherent perfection within us. Dr. Joe Dispenza emphasizes that true healing, whether for physical, emotional, or spiritual, starts from the realization that we are already whole. Healing is not about recovery from something broken, but a process of returning to the balanced state of well-being that is our birthright. Dr. Dispenza's approach teaches us that we have the power within us to restore ourselves to that state of wholeness through intentional and conscious effort. The mind-body connection plays a critical role in this process. Our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs directly influence our physical state. When we harbor negative or limiting thoughts about ourselves, our health, or our lives, those thoughts can manifest as illness or physical distress. On the flip side, by changing these thought patterns, shifting our emotions, and adopting new beliefs, we can bring about healing. This means that healing begins in the mind. Dr. Dispenza's work demonstrates that when we change our mental and emotional states, we begin to heal our bodies. One of the fundamental concepts in Dr. Dispenza's teachings is neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. This concept is critical because it shows that we are not stuck with the same beliefs, patterns, or conditions forever. If we've lived with certain beliefs that limit us or with chronic health conditions, we have the ability to rewire the brain and create new pathways that support a healthier, more positive reality. Healing in this context is not simply a passive recovery process, but an active transformation that begins by reshaping our mental and emotional patterns. Dr. Dispenza's own story serves as a powerful example of this process. After suffering a serious spinal injury, he could have accepted the prognosis that he would never walk again, but instead he focused on the possibility of healing through the power of his mind. Through focused meditation, visualization, and the belief in his body's ability to heal, he was able to overcome what seemed impossible. His story highlights that when we align our mind and body with the intention of healing, we activate the body's natural ability to restore itself. Healing, however, is not just about the physical body. It's also about healing emotional and spiritual wounds. Emotional trauma, past grief, and fear can often manifest in physical illness. Dr. Dispenza emphasizes the importance of releasing these old emotions and limiting beliefs in order to truly heal. This involves letting go of past hurts and creating space for new, healthier emotions and beliefs. And in today's show, how to take your pain and confusions with pain into action that promotes growth and belief. Healing, therefore, is a holistic process. It's not just about treating the symptoms of an illness, but addressing the underlying emotional and psychological patterns that contribute to it. Wholeness, in Dr. Dispenza's framework, means alignment. Mind, body, and spirit working together in harmony. When we experience healing, we are not just recovering from something, we are returning to our natural state of balance. This is the state where we experience vitality, joy, and peace. It's a state where we feel connected to our highest potential, unburdened by past trauma or limiting beliefs. When we realize that this wholeness is our true nature, we stop seeing ourselves as fragmented beings or victims of our circumstances. Instead, we recognize that we are whole, and that the power to heal and transform lies within us. True healing requires a shift in consciousness, a change from a limited, fear-based mindset to a more expansive, love-based one. This means choosing to believe in the possibility of healing and transformation, even when the circumstances seem bleak. When we align ourselves with love, gratitude, and possibility, we tap into a higher frequency of energy that supports healing. The energy we emit through our thoughts and emotions directly impacts our physical health and our ability to heal. Finally, healing and wholeness are about connecting to something greater than ourselves. Dr. Dispenza speaks of the importance of aligning with universal energy or divine consciousness, which is always present and available to us. This energy, when tapped into, can guide us toward healing, transformation, and growth. It is through this connection to something greater that we find the strength to heal and the clarity to transform our lives. By reconnecting with this universal energy, we allow ourselves to experience the fullness of who we are and all that is possible for us. In conclusion, healing and wholeness are deeply interconnected, and they go beyond physical recovery. True healing is a process of returning to the state of balance and vitality that is inherent within us. It involves changing our thought patterns, releasing emotional trauma, and aligning with a higher consciousness. Dr. Dispenza's work teaches us that we are all capable of healing, and when we align ourselves with the energy of wholeness, we activate the body's natural ability to restore itself to its optimal state. The journey to healing is a journey back to the understanding that we are whole. And when we realize this, transformation becomes not only possible, but inevitable.